Land, domestic air and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning March 15, 2020.
And good evening, everyone. Supreme TV, Confessions of a Business Owner. My name is Janae Rabe, and I'm the founder and CEO of Aja Deliveries, a delivery concierge service, and of course, your resident host here in Supreme TV. So shout out sa lahat ng mga viewers, followers ng Supreme. Can you imagine we're already at the 7th episode? So if you guys, it's your first time to watch, please watch our past episodes. We've interviewed so many wonderful guests in the past, and I'm sure marami kayong matututunan sa kanila. So every Wednesday night, here in Supreme TV, we featured different businesses, and at the same time, we open up their hearts. So the business owners themselves, we interview them, we find out what's inside their heart, their pains, their heartaches, and at the same time, their wins, their successes, all these things we find out straight from the business owners themselves. So it is really an avenue for business owners and aspiring business owners to exchange ideas, learn best practices and tips, which of course you can apply to your businesses. So again, welcome to Supreme TV, Confessions of a Business Owner, where we like to keep things real so that your business can be supreme. So this evening, tonight's confession is all about how do we stand out from the crowd. You know, at this point in time, there are so many competitors out there. How do we become the best of the best? Like, how do we become, how do we turn from being a wallflower to prom queen? Diba? So all of these things we will find out from our guest. But before that, we have a special section in our Supreme TV, which we call the business hack. So in this section, I love this part because we learn something. We learn very informative lessons from our special guests as well. And tonight, the business hack is where we share to you business core values which you can apply to your business. So tonight we have Miss Edsy Alyanige.
Hi guys, good evening. So I'm here to share with you how failing should not be a stigma and how it is to fail forward. So there. And yes, it is okay to fail. So failure is a stigma and it connotes actually a negative impression that once a person fails, he's doomed to fail for life. So, but it's not exactly it. So, you might, every one of us have already failed. So, siguro once in your life, you failed an algebra exam or maybe the state university exam, or maybe just failing your first ever relationship. So we all had one or two or many failures before. So hold on. Okay. So there. What makes us fail? What makes us fail is your lack of confidence. So here's what I learned in life. In life, actually, if we bother ourselves about what other people think about us, we will never have the confidence to be ourselves and to pursue your dreams. So the key to confidence is knowing who you are and knowing what you're good at. Next is fear. So fear is relative. You can be fearful, but the fear that motivates you even more. So for instance, if you fear not being able to provide for your family, that's a good fear. But the fear that demotivates you to almost doing nothing because of that fear, that is what makes you fail. Next is lack of passion in achieving goals. So always opt to do what you're passionate about. If you do what you're passionate about, no matter how many times you fail, it doesn't matter. What will matter to you is the outcome. So actually, we should not fear failing because in life, fail means it's a first attempt in learning. So look back on your first client or your first sale. So were you able to close it, or were you able to satisfy your first client? So let me tell you a story. Okay, so I own a cleaning service company. So actually our first client was a disaster, but thankfully she was a friend and we learned from it. Aside from us working for long hours, I had to pay my staff overtime, and they weren't able to finish. We weren't able to finish according to the quality that was required. But because I learned from it, we went again to retrain our staff, and then things improved. So if I stopped there during our first service, I may not be the one talking to you today. So usually when we try things for the first time, we do not get it right. So how do we get it right? By doing it multiple times. So until you perfect it. Most of us have a fear of failing. It's unnatural. It's something natural because nobody wants to be branded as a failure. But failure should be a friend, because in order for you to find out what works, you should know what doesn't work. So what do you do when you fail? First, of course, you get up and move on. So ganun talaga. Next is believe in yourself. So be your own cheerleader. Know that failing is actually an option. Do not obsess yourself whether the plan you have in mind will work or will not work. Focus on the goal. And your success in life should rely heavily. Um, your success actually relies heavily on the confidence you have in achieving it. Third is change your mindset. So failing, of course, is a negative. So you have to change that. have a positive outlook and do not count how many times you failed. You just lose more confidence, but find out what didn't work so you can redirect it into something that might work. Fourth is plan again. So, with the same goal in mind, go back to the drawing board and try again. That's always what I do. So, I have always three plans. So, if the first one doesn't work, I have two more. And fifth is all systems go. So, put your new plan into action. Okay, so let me share to you some success stories that first started as failures. So first, Vera Wang. Vera Wang was a figure skater. She applied for the U.S. Olympic team and did not make it. She worked for Vogue, applied as an editor-in-chief, and she was turned down. So, but not until she was turned down by Vogue did she enter the fashion business. Next is Milton Hershey. So he started three different candy companies that failed before Hershey's became a household name. Next is Jeff Bezos. So before Amazon Marketplace, he launched a auction site. It's called C Shops, which failed miserably. And James Dyson, he created 5,129 bagless vacuum prototypes before he finally succeeded. So, it needs talagang wala siyang count. So, kahit ilang beses ka mag-fail, imagine 5,129 siya. So, ang dami nun, but he finally succeeded in inventing the first bagless vacuum. And then Fred Smith, who owns FedEx. So he has a business management class in Yale University. So yung professor niya gave him a failing mark for FedEx, but well, FedEx is now one of the biggest companies in the world. And of course, for Colonel Sanders, so KFC chicken before it was KFC chicken, he was rejected 1,000 times before a restaurant even accepted it. So there. Let me end with a quote. So, failing actually is part of a journey to success. My final take is success in life comes when you simply refuse to give up, with goals so strong that obstacles, failure, and loss only acts as motivation. So, there. I hope you learned from me, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Edsy. Wow. Did you guys hear that? So, obstacles turn into motivation. I didn't know there's so many um, business owners that really have major failures, but now look at them. Especially like the KFC, thousands of failures, and then you get that one, you know, big chance to make it big. So, thank you so much, Edsy, once again. Now, for the highlight of our show, I'd like to introduce two wonderful women who will inspire us tonight. Our first guest, please welcome Miss Susan Lara.
Hi, good evening. I'm Susan Lara from Joy in a Bottle Essential Oils. Hi, Janae. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Thank you, Miss Susan. Let's now have our second guest, Miss Trisha Joaquin.
Hello, good evening. I'm Trisha Wakian, the owner of Koreano, your online Korean grocery.
Yes. Okay, so first up, I just want to say that to all our viewers, if you have any questions or you want to share something related to our topic, of course, we want you to be part of the conversation. So please post your questions in our chat box and we will read it out during the show. Okay? So, good evening to you, ladies, and welcome to Supreme TV.
Good
Kumusta
Nice
kayo?
to be
evening.
here.
Okay, are you excited?
Excited and
Are you,
nervous.
are you ready to be put on the spot?
Feeling ko
Okay.
nasa TV ako.
Yeah, and you are. You absolutely are. So, ladies and gentlemen, our topic for tonight is all about how do we stand out in the crowd. So, these two ladies, they have their own businesses, but maybe just briefly and quickly so that our audience will have a good background. Maybe you can tell us about your business and when your business started. And then shortly after that, we'll talk about how do you, stand out in the crowd. So first, let's talk about your business then. So let's start with Trisha.
Okay. Hello. Yes. Good evening. So we started this business last May. It was during this pandemic. I had to close because I used to own a bridal studio, so I had to close it because yeah, pandemic. And then me and my husband were looking for another source of income, syempre. And we got a chance to meet with a Korean food importer. So sobrang parang right timing, and then there's the opportunity. So we thought na sige, mag-try natin. Let's open a Korean store online. And during that time, di kami bili kasi sa Korean groceries, like Korean dry goods. So everything was research talaga. So check namin, tingnan natin if it will work. And yeah, thankfully, thank God, nag-work naman siya. So
Yeah.
there. Yes.
Okay. So that's Koreano.
Mhm.
Koreano. And
Yes.
Koreano stands for what again?
Okay, Koreano, kasi my son's, our baby boy's nickname is Yano. So since we're
Okay.
selling Korean food, so Koreano.
Cute. Very
That's
cute.
why
Okay.
the spelling is IANO.
Ay, oo. Kasi di ba para people,
Yes.
Koreano, iyon, di ba? Yes.
Yeah,
Cute.
parang
That's so
instead of
cute.
EI na lang.
Yes,
Yes.
very catchy. Okay.
Mhm.
How about you, Miss Susan? Tell us a little bit about your business.
For me naman, like with Trisha, I actually started this business in the midst of a pandemic. So it's almost unimaginable that people would start a business in the midst of all this craziness. But opportunities come, and this one actually landed on my lap. I was not looking unlike Trisha, I was not looking for anything a business. But fortunately, through his, I belong to a group of friends, seven kami in the group. We watch basketball games together, UAAP basketball games, and then from
Ooh.
that, yeah, we were and medyo crazy basketball ladies. So within this group, the pandemic hit, so there was no UAAP, so we had to channel our energy somewhere else. We formed this group of a charitable organization called Salamat PH Healthcare Heroes. And this a group na yon is Joy Cruz, who's actually the founder of Joy in creation nito, founder of Joy in a Bottle. So in the midst of doing all the work for, with a charitable organization, and the goal for us was to feed frontliners. Yung primary goal namin, to provide whatever the frontliners needed. It was stressful. So si Joy sent us all her Joy in a Bottle to us to help us deal with the stress, not knowing that I'm an oiler. I've been an oiler for a long time. Dalaga pa ako, I was already oiling. So I got hooked on the product. And sobrang gusto ko siya. When you dab it on your skin, it leaves your skin very moist. The scent is wonderful. But more than that, it really works to relieve stress, help with sleep, headache, etc. So when she was looking for, open up for distributorship in the South, I sabi ko, this is an opportunity. But yeah, so I grabbed the opportunity, and now I've been distributing Joy in the Bottle since August of this year.
Okay.
Relatively new lang, yeah. Relatively new.
So both of you obviously started your businesses during the pandemic. Okay. And
Yes.
well, for oils, I know that hindi na tayo magbabanggit ng name, but I know that there are other brands out there na I see it on my feed. There's so many people selling oil, like parang lahat na yata, di ba? And then for Trisha, Koreano goods, same. So many, of course, yung mga samgyup, right?
Exactly.
All the Korean stores, so many talaga, so many. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a really tough question to ask. Okay. How do you stand out in the crowd? How do you do it? Is it
Mm-hmm.
something, do you have a hard time trying to stand out in the crowd? Is that a challenge for you?
You want to go first, Trisha, or me?
Okay, yeah, I can go first again, Mrs. Yes, definitely. It's really tough kasi the competition is really high when it
Yeah,
comes to Korean stores kasi ang dami na talaga. There's
yeah.
online and then physical stores, ganyan. So lahat para naglalaban-laban na Korean stores everywhere, ganyan. Siguro, yeah, the challenge is how are we gonna set ourselves apart? Tapos, how are we gonna promote our brand? Kasi 'di ba, it has to be lalo na ngayon like branding. Kailangan
Yeah.
you have to have a strong branding. So yun yung naging ano sa'min, naging really tough. Syempre dun nagsa-start kami. Tapos that's when we decided na why not open a Shopee store. So yun ang ginawa namin, sobrang nagko-concentrate kami with our Shopee store. And then
Okay.
we
So
create
before,
promotions. Ay, sorry. Yes.
okay, yeah. So you did a Shopee store and then you create promotion. So
Promotions. Yes.
okay, sige, I'm gonna go back to you on that one. Okay,
Yes,
how
yes,
about
yes.
you, Miss Susan? Um, is it hard for you to stand out in the crowd?
The challenge in particular with Joy in a Bottle is it's an experiential product there. You have to experience it, you have to smell it, you have to feel it, and it has to make it to your system, to your body, in order for you to really appreciate the product. So that's for me, that's the biggest challenge. Because once the product is in your hands and you try it, it's highly unlikely that you won't be addicted to it or just reap the benefits from it. But the challenging part is getting it into the hands of people out there to try. So that's one challenge for Joy in a Bottle. But again, the product itself is wonderful. um like Trisha, we also do promotions in order to gather interest in the product. We're very active in social media, um, Instagram and Facebook, and basically just getting it out there. For me, that's the biggest challenge of this
Out there.
product. Yeah, getting it out there because it's experiential. And as you said, there are so many brands out there, different kinds of brands. What makes this stand out for me, besides the quality, and how it has affected my life, is it's a locally produced product. It's made from
Right.
locally sourced. Every time I am able to sell or give away a bottle, and I'm also called Mayora because I do give away a lot of oils. But every time I'm able to release a bottle from my inventory, I'm thinking of the farmer whose family is probably eating because they're able to till the ground and get our lavenders going, or our production team. So it has that feeling for me of fulfillment, of knowing that I'm affecting somebody's life positively, not just the end user and not just myself as a businesswoman, but also the people behind making joy in a bottle. So that for me is so fulfilling.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So parang such a noble thing to do. Like you're doing your business, helping the people who's using the oil and the people who actually.
Absolutely,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
jumping into the second part right
Yes.
away. Wait lang. Okay. I wanna focus on the pain point promotions because it's a reality.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to do a business. If you're watching right now and you are a business owner, you know this. How will people listen to you? How will people buy? Why will people buy, right? So these are very hard questions. I want to dive into a question wherein have you tried a promotion and it actually didn't work? Okay, let's make it a little bit worse. Parang excited na excited ka, pinlano mong mabuti, planado, alam mo na magwo-work 'to, ready na, ang ganda, planchado lahat, maganda yung material mo and everything, ganyan. You did it and then nilangaw. Huwag sabihin, nilangaw, okay. For dramatic purpose, nilangaw, okay.
Nilangaw.
So, have you
Nakakaiyak.
experienced that? Okay, have you experienced that and tell us about it?
Yes. Ako ba muna?
Yes, go, Trisha, go.
We did. Oo, kasi we joined Shopee end of August. And then we had our first promotion last October. So my husband and I were really excited, diba? Wow, first promotion, whatever. 10-10. Kasi diba, dito sa Philippines, uso 9-9, 10-10, 11. Our first promotion during 10-10 was for a minimum amount of 1,010 pesos, you get 10% off. Wali. Wali. Nilangaw siya. Yes,
Wala,
I
wala.
think siguro yung mga consumers sa Shopee, hindi, I'm not sure pero siguro when it comes to Korean grocery, hindi sila not all would spend 1,000, more than 1,000 for that. I'm not sure. I think lang. So, yes, yun yung first promotion namin, nilangaw siya. And then we had another promotion last October. So, try lang ng try, diba? Try lang ng try.
Right, right.
Nagpa-raffle kami, 3 prizes worth 1,500 to 50, parang ganon. Tapos, all they had to do, ito I think sa Facebook namin prinomote to. All they had to do was share that post and then tag 3 friends. May sumali isa.
Automatic winner.
Why?
Automatic
Why?
winner ng 1,000, di ba?
So, automatic winner
So,
na siya.
syempre, after that, analyze mo na naman. Okay, anong ginawa natin mali? So,
Yeah.
analyze na naman.
So, okay.
Siguro,
While you're analyzing it, how did it make you feel? I mean, sobrang perfect yung topic na in-explain ni Edsy kanina, no? About failing,
yes,
failing
about
forward, di ba?
failing.
Sobrang pasok siya dito sa discussion natin right now. So, how did it make you feel when you were planning it, you were so sold that it's gonna work, and all that, and then it didn't?
Well, funny naman. We know naman kasi since we're starting out kasi syempre lahat trial and error nga. So parang, sige, okay lang. Try ulit. May iba pang promotions. Madami pa yan. So second
Okay.
pa lang naman to. So
Right.
yeah, okay lang. Pero at least, what happened was, that person, naging top fan namin siya. Parang top fan siya sa Shopee, sa Facebook. So at least parang may nangyari namang positive.
Yeah, okay.
Parang naging ano siya, as in parang naging promoter din namin siya in a way. Like, sinishare
Okay.
niya lagi yung Koreano, ganyan. So, pero ang funny lang, kasi talagang, yeah, we have our one winner dun
Yes.
sa promotion.
So, okay, which means, guys, if you're watching right now and you did a promotion and walang sumali on your first try, that's okay. Okay. And then on your second try, may isang sumali. That's still okay. Okay. All right. So let's
Yes,
encourage those people who are
okay.
watching right now.
I
So,
know. Well,
yeah.
meron pang isa. Well, sorry. Marami kasi. Syempre, try ka lang ng try nga, di ba?
Yeah.
We released these personalized gift boxes.
Okay.
Tapos, lahat ng customize, pili ka ng noodles, pili ka ng drink, pili ka ng ano. Nag-release naman kami ng Facebook ad. May nag-purchase, isa lang din.
Oh,
Isa lang din.
okay.
Yeah, syempre nagbayad ka sa Facebook so para ma-release yung Facebook ads. So yeah, may sumaling isa. Well, nag-purchase siya ng isang gift box. Although natuwa naman siya, pero nung after nun, syempre meeting kami ng husband ko, 'di ba? So parang sabi ko, what if feeling ko yung feeling ko lang baka yung magpo-purchase na yun, talaga fanatic sa mga Korean grocery. Like, alam nila lahat ng noodles, lahat ng
Uh-uh.
drinks. Maybe ganon. Pero, hindi kasi lahat, if we're targeting yung more market, a bigger market, baka hindi lahat kasi familiar. Ano ba yung mga noodles na to? Ano ba yung mga ganyan?
Right.
Siguro, kailangan nga gawing simpler yung mechanics. Di ba? Para more, tsaka medyo dapat hindi mahaba yung explanation kasi syempre maraming tamad magbasa.
Yes.
Yun, di ba? Parang gawing simpler lahat. Simpler instructions, tapos simpler yung
Uh-uh.
pag nakita nila yung ad, pag-get agad nila, parang ganon. So,
Right.
yun. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, how about you, Miss Susan? Have you done any promotion that actually failed?
Yung what comes to mind, and I don't want to say, I don't want to use the word fail kasi parang sakit pakinggan, di ba? Pero no, I don't want, it not that it didn't fail, but it didn't meet expectations, I guess,
Right. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So, like,
Rebranding the
unmet,
another term,
unmet
expectations,
expectations.
yes.
Okay.
So what I recall was around September, we did this countdown. So in September, you get 5, you get 1 free. Tapos October, you buy 6, you get 1 free. Tapos closer to Christmas, the more, yung ganon. I think the first month was okay, but it didn't catch on anymore. So natigil lang yung buy 5 get 1 in September, tapos dapat progressive yun eh. I think that's the one that didn't click too well. It's also partly because I don't think we pushed it enough. To be honest, I don't think we pushed it enough. We could have been a different result if we pushed it. But along the way, we were coming up. Kasi nagkaroon ng 10-10, yung 11-11, parang patong-patong. There was a lot of promos. Very effective yan, 10-10, tsaka 11-11. Now we have 12-12 coming up. But as Trisha said, you just kind of find creative ways to do it. I have a very creative, si Joy, the owner nga, she actually comes up with a lot of these promotional materials. And effective siya. It's very effective. It's really, again, a matter of being active. Kasi the only medium we have right now is social media. to sell
Yes.
our wares, right?
Yes.
So there's Facebook, there's Instagram. I personally find, siguro because of my age group, a lot of my Facebook friends buy from me. But some people will say that it's more Instagram that sells more. But
Right.
you go for all platforms. Actually, I also just recently signed up with Lazada and Carousel, so I'm
Mm.
starting that. Shopee not yet. I think there's another lady, one of our other
Mm.
partners is on Shopee, so I'm not touching that. Pero you just persevere, and if you believe enough in your product, people will see that passion in you. People will
Yeah.
read everything that every time I post. It comes with a lot of thought, because I
Yeah.
know first if somebody came to me, trusted me with their money to buy my product, and I want them to be happy with the product. So everything, actually, when I sent out my the oils, I write a little note. It's a very personal, because this is to me, it's very personal to me. This thing, it's because I want people to enjoy the experience and find joy in the bottle.
Yes. Oh,
So
yeah, the
I do want them to
So
share the kind of joy that I found in this bottle. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart talaga. It's
Yeah.
very experiential. Get your
Okay.
tissues ready na.
So,
may susunod,
okay.
iyak na tayo dito.
So,
Joke.
But ang oil sa akin, of course, back then I wasn't using Joy yet. I was using something else. When each time I gave birth, I have 3 kids. I had a bottle next to me. Yun ang talagang pampakalma ko. Of course, I had the epidural. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did get the epidural. Hindi naman ako ganun brave. But I had to have a bottle of oil next to me to calm me down. It's so soothing for me. When my father was dying, he died of cancer. I was by his bedside. His last bath talaga, it was all lavender, because he was in pain, but I would soothe him with lavender. So it's a
wow.
very personal product for me. Hindi siya product eh.
Yeah.
It's a very personal treasure. A
Mm.
national treasure.
I like how
Yun.
Miss Susan is presenting it. No, like it's not a product. It's more like a gift, right? It's more like a gift that you either
Yes.
give to yourself or to give to your family and friends. No,
Loved
so
ones.
um,
Mhm.
It's an experience.
yeah, yes, it's an experience. So yung walking along those lines, medyo nagsabi na si Miss Susan. Like, I want to find out kasi we talked about na you did try some promotions that didn't work. So I want to find out what are the promotions or strategies that you used that actually worked. So I know that Miss Susan said nga na she already said like use Facebook, Instagram, and be in all platforms. So any specific promotion that you did that you feel clicked?
Should I go
Yes?
first? Or Miss Lisa naman?
You want me?
Go ahead.
Okay lang. Sige, ako naman. For me, one of the pinakamabenta has been this little black box. You get a 5 ml oil in this box, and you get 3 for 1,000. It's so classy, and you give it as gifts, or you use the oil on your own. But ito yung pinaka mabenta. And then lately I've added, meron akong kasi I like to promote locally made products. I insert, merong lotion bar that's made by a lady, she homemade, and it's packed neatly with this box. So for me, this has been the pinaka mabenta na promo
Mhm.
namin so far, I think. Now we have 12. If you buy, no, if you buy, ano ba yung everything is 12% off now. 12, 12. Tapos if you buy a certain amount, you will get an inhaler. We have a new inhaler. So, you just be creative, and you'll just come up with stuff.
Okay.
And then yung testimony nga ng mga tao on how the product has affected their lives. Yun ang
So
important.
how do you do it? So what do you do with these testimonials that the people give to you or share about Joy in a
We,
Bottle?
we post them both on Instagram and Facebook. Plus, I have my own, what I call my Joy and Balto tribe. I have my own group. They're my tribe.
Okay. Yeah, like you have
So
your
I
own
also,
community online.
yes, I have my
Yes.
own community. So there, I do a lot of sharing there too.
Mhm.
But I can imagine when the lockdown is done and and I'm able to get this out there. I could be in the grocery store or at the bank or some PTA or some. I'm a swim mom, eh. So at a swimming competition with my kids or ballet for my daughter, I'll just be wafting this around and ano yan, ang bango, di ba? I mean, seriously, it's I can only imagine how because that's how I got hooked, eh. In the
Right.
beginning. I was working in LA. Tapos yung receptionist namin comes to me, Susan, I have this wonderful oil from the Philippines. It's called Yilang Yilang. Ilang-ilang lang yun, diba? And yun, I got hooked from that moment. And that's how I started oiling in the 90s. So I'm dating myself na. In the 90s. Before you ladies were born siguro.
Spice Girls pa yun,
Yes.
90s.
So,
Yes.
okay. I'm taking down notes, guys. It's really good points that Miss Susan is sharing. So, um,
Mhm.
having this community that you mentioned, do you actually, would you honestly say that having this community is also generating continuous business for you?
I would say so because I get a lot of inquiries from within that community.
Okay.
And
So,
I
meaning
can
the
share
people who buy from the community are the same people who buy it, or the people in the community bring in other people
a little bit
to
of both.
buy? Okay.
Both, both. But it's also a place where I can be more personal with what I post. So
Right.
it's a little bit tighter. And most of the people there are actually my friends to begin with, and then they just bring more people in. But it's where I can be more personal with my posts. And that's important for a product like Joy in a Bottle. And for me, I keep on saying I'm so because I love this oil kasi.
May
It's so
Susan,
nice. So
nafi-feel
when,
ko.
yeah,
Ha?
na feel mo like
Yun na
Nafi-feel
yun,
ko.
di ba?
when the owner loves it, we can feel it, diba? So yeah.
Yes,
Okay, so
feel na
how
feel.
about you,
Feel na feel.
Trisha?
Okay, so after those three failed attempts,
So hindi mo masasabi,
after
Trisha,
those
na you
three,
love hindi mo masasabi na you
I
love
love,
Korean kasi at the start
I,
hindi mo
hindi
masyado, di ba?
talaga, actually, honestly, hindi masyado. I love samgyup, pero Korean noodles, wala pa akong masyado alam dyan. Pero
Yeah.
ngayon, of course, ayan, yung stocks namin nauubos, especially yung chips namin. Sarap kasi.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Oh my
Nakakaubo.
gosh. Yes, I need to
pag
order that.
everyday kasi
Okay.
nakikita mo, ang sarap talaga yung cocal corn. Pero anyway, pinapromote ko.
Yes.
So anyway, after those first three promotions, eh di yan na, 11-11 na, di ba? So, we had to come up with another, ano naman, syempre, anong 11-11? Kasi si 10-10 hindi nag-work. So, dapat si 11-11 mag-work na, di ba? So, we had this promotion, buy 11, sa Shopee din buy 11, any items, basta 11, and you get 11% off. So, that one worked. So, yun, nagulat kami. As in, wow, parang inulan naman kami ng orders. So, sobrang thankful kami with that promotion. So, nakita namin, okay, so this one, mag-work pala. Mas na-attract yung mga consumers dito sa promotion na to. That's why we're repeating it. Kasi nag-work siya. So,
Yes, of
i-repeat
course.
namin siya sa 12-12. So, sana naman mag-effective kasi effective siya na 11-11. So, this 12-12, this coming 12-12, yun, buy any 12 items, you get 12% off.
Okay.
Pero, we have added our promotions pa. Kasi parang pansin namin, yung mga consumers, sila mismo yung magtatanong, do you have ongoing promos? Ganon.
Aha.
So, parang sila na mismo yung nagtatanong, may promo kayo. Parang, hindi ko alam kung naging spoiled na ang mga consumers ngayon kasi lahat nasa online. Pero ganun talaga, like sila na yung anong promo nyo ngayon?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
parang
They love it.
ina-expect na nila. Yes, ina-expect na nila. Lagi kami promotion. So,
Right.
aside from that, aside from the buy 12 and then 12% off, ang ginawa namin ngayon for Shopee, basta you order worth 650 pesos, it will come in a Koreano gift box. Kasi 'di ba December na, holiday season na. So they can order anything from our Shopee store, diretso sa recipient nila, and then naka-gift box na 'yon. I'm not sure if kami lang nag-offer no na Korean store, pero I think. Kasi may mga nag-inquire sa amin before and then sabi nila, uy, good idea yan. Kasi wala pa ako nakikita na ganyan. So, I'm not sure if kami lang. So, sa Shopee. Siguro, I get, sana. Pero
Yes.
yeah, we have that. Kasi yun, in-offer namin yung Koreano gift box. And at the same time, may pa-raffle kami. So, sana mag-work this time. So three prices again. So with a minimum amount of 25 pesos, for sure naman yung one order pasok na sa Shopee. You get you can entry or you can enter our raffle. So may yan na naman, three prizes naman kami, 1,500 and 250 na voucher from
Vouchers.
our Shopee store. So tingnan natin, aabangan natin this month kung mag-work. Yun na naman, kung mag-work na naman yung free promotions namin.
Okay. So I have a
There.
question for you, Trisha. So you were
Yes.
surprised, diba, that the 11/11 promotion worked. What do
Mhm.
you think was the reason? What's the where would you attribute it?
Maybe it was this is more planned. Yes, kasi I
Okay.
guess yung tenta namin first promotion yun eh. So parang okay, sige tingnan natin, bahala na ganyan.
Ah,
Since mas natuto na kami during those first three, this one was planned talaga. Parang
okay.
before we released the ad sa Facebook ad, nakaplano siya, nakaschedule. So there's time para talaga
So
ma-absorb
how
ng
long before,
consumers.
right? So how long before you
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 release
know
that
release
at
the
least a
plan?
week, at least 1 week.
Okay. One.
Yes. I guess yung first promotion namin medyo minadali din namin.
Okay.
Kasi super excited. Pero this one kasi talaga nakaschedule. So natuto na rin kami para nakaschedule siya at least 1 week. Siguro mas ma-absorb ng mga customers, mas maalala nila na okay may promotion si Koreano ngayon, blah blah. Yun. Tsaka siguro mas attractive din yung buy 11 and then get 11% off kaysa
Or
nung before na
na
1,010 pesos
pesos
minimum.
yan, 'di ba? Pero
Yes.
parang ano siya, it's a mind trick. Kasi yung 11 items,
Grabe.
isipin mo, eh di bibilin ko yung
Any,
mura,
yeah.
11
Yung mura.
items, 'di ba? Pero while you're
'Di ba?
shopping around, what you don't realize is you like this, you like this, you like this, and then umabot ka na din ng
Yes.
1,000.
Yes, yun nga. Parang before,
Right?
kasi syempre before parang, 1,010 pesos, parang, mahal. Di ba?
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, sige, 11 items, o basta maka-11, ganyan. Pero yun nga, nagulat talaga kami. Talagang minake sure nila 11 items sila.
Yeah, just to get the discount. So, okay,
Mhm.
Trisha, I'll put you on the spot. Would you be willing to share to us, like, in what magnitude the increase in sales were? Like, was it like a big jump, 100%, or was like 50% more than usual? You know,
It was
without
a big
giving an
jump na
amount.
naging preferred seller kami sa Shopee.
Oh, you became a preferred
Yes,
seller. So,
yes. So
what's the
promotion is really important, 'di ba? A
what's
good
the way to
promotion is
get to
really.
become a preferred seller? What's the metric?
Well, there has to be 50 different customers.
Okay.
Tapos dapat merong may different metric kasi siya. So 50 different customers and then dapat walang mga kasi may mga penalty yan. Dapat walang expiry, may mga ganon. So a lot of different metrics. Sorry, mas alam ng husband ko lahat yan.
Yes, yes, yes. But
Yes.
yeah, so basically, so imagine itong 50 different sellers na to
Customers,
are
yes.
people. Do you think that these are people that you know personally? Do you think it's organic, or do you think that it's just really, you know,
Of course, there are
from the
some
promotion,
from
from
my
the
core,
page?
yeah, core group. From like friends, ganyan, yung mga talagang supporters mo. And the others are just really strangers.
Yeah,
I guess na-hit sila ng Facebook ad or yung mga ad na yon, nakita nila. So,
yeah,
yeah. I guess siguro na-target talaga namin yung market.
yeah.
Finally, ganon. Yes.
Okay, okay. I like the point that Trisha said that they spent money on Facebook ads. Why don't we
Mm-hmm.
tell our viewers? I'm sure a lot of the viewers, business owners, are wondering about Facebook ads. So we're not gonna discuss Facebook ads, okay? That would be a different seminar or workshop. You can sign up for it if somebody holds it, right? But right now, I want to find out is how much did you actually spend? Kasi like, if I'm a, a business owner, isipin ko, ha, baka magastos yan, sayang yung pera ko, ganun, ganun, di ba? Syempre, lalo na for first-timers, they don't know. So, how much did you spend? Let's talk about itong 11/11. How much did you spend for the Facebook
Actually
ad?
kasi with akala kasi ng mga tao mahal.
Yes,
Mahal
yes.
mag-Facebook ad, pero it's not. Kasi, as low as 80 pesos a day, you can get ano na rin parang enough reach na rin
Right.
to promote your ad. So like for us, 100 a day. Ganyan. And then we'll run it for 7 days. Pero
Okay.
we have to hit the right market talaga. Kasi 'di ba with Facebook ads, you put the interests. So
Yeah.
sa amin since Korean goods, we put yung people who are interested in K-drama, yung
Yeah,
mga Korean
yes,
novela, yung mga BTS fan like Miss Susan.
Wow.
yes.
Yung mga mahilig sa K-pop, Korean food, basta anything Korean, yan, yung mga yan. Kaya actually, may share ako Meron umorder sa amin. Kasi di ba, we release this ad na nga, di ba? May umorder sa amin. Nagulat talaga kami ng husband ko kasi may umorder sa amin. Isang product lang in-order niya. Eh parang she's from, malayo pa siya eh. She's from the south province, ganyan. So we were wondering, yung in-order niya na product, almost the same as the shipping cost na, parang ganon. Or mas malaki lang ng konti. So parang, we had to ask. So why did you order this? Ganyan. Alam mo, sagot niya, kasi ito yung kinain ni Baekhyun sa isang video, parang ganon. So we had to research, sino ba si Baekhyun? And
Okay.
then we found out na siya ay from EXO na boy band. Tapos
Okay.
research talaga namin okay, Baekhyun. Tapos may kinain siyang ganon. So yun, lumabas yung video na yun. And dahil sobrang fan siya ng person na yun, umorder siya sa amin ng
Yeah.
product na yun. So parang ako, okay. Kasi syempre, daming following ng mga diba? Ng mga
Yeah.
boy
K-drama,
bands.
all this
Yes,
boy
yes.
band.
Yung mga
Actually,
yan.
we had the same. I have the
Yes.
same experience kasi
Talaga.
we came up with a
Yes.
K-pop I Purple You
Yes.
promotion. So it's a candle with a lavender oil. Yeah, so it's the BTS thing. I did not know BTS from Adam. I've never heard of BTS until a few months ago. And then, nagtataka ako, bumenta talaga siya. There was one, and we were selling these for, I think it was 750 for a box, 750 pesos for a candle and oil. She bought six, meron ba? Ang bumibili siya, sabi ko, what is this with this purple you thing? So, research ko din siya, because the promo comes from our mother from Joy. So when nagulat lang ako, kasi I'm not a K-pop person. Nagulat ako how fast it was moving on my end. Of course, I was promoting, but yun pala, ganon. Pag fanatic talaga sila. So actually, we have another K-pop BTS promo coming up. And we timed yung BTS promo na yon when they were appearing. There was a week they appeared on some guy's show in the US. I forgot the name of the host. So tinime namin yun doon. Tapos, with Christmas and then with the BTS having been nominated for the Grammys, yung mga ganon, you think of yung relevance of how to make your product relevant in whatever way. And as a result of this candle thing that we promoted, talagang I became army. I mean, I will not be ashamed. My friends are watching. I became army. Is how they say it, right? So it's not even army, it's army. But I became army. With my
Oh my goodness.
Grabe, Miss Susan, mas kilala mo pa siya kaysa sa akin. Mas kilala mo pa sila.
Oh, for sure. Um, Pero
Yeah.
yun, so that's how you just find ways to be able to connect to your market. Yun, I think that's important.
Yeah.
Very good
Yeah.
idea yun, Miss Susan. Pwede kami come up with a BTS promotion.
Yeah, because they were
Kasi may
nominated for the
BTS coffee
Grammys,
kami.
diba?
Yes,
Yeah.
may BTS coffee po kami.
Di
Sige,
ba
mag-isip
collaboration
kami
na po
niyan.
ito?
Yes, Miss Susan.
Okay. So, to all our viewers, I'm a very good student. I'm taking down notes. So, okay, may summary na ako ng kanilang how to stand out in the crowd, okay? So, I have here I summarized total of 7 points, okay, from everything that they said. So, one, of course, be on all platforms, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, maybe TikTok. Miss Susan, will I see you?
soon. Oh,
Look at her facial
Sumasayaw na
no,
si
no,
Miss
no.
Lisa,
My
nagbi-BTS na
family
siya.
will, my kids will disown me na. Sobra na
reaction.
yun.
Okay, so all platforms, okay, they also said that have a community, right? Build your own community. Three
Mhm.
is make it an experiential product. Very good point. Number four, plan everything, plan the advertisements, plan the copy that you're gonna put in. And
Mhm.
then five, personalize the item, like the gift boxes that Trisha was
Mhm.
saying. Be creative, right? Come up with all sorts
Yes.
of, di ba? Yung 1,000 di
Yes.
gumana, yung 11 items gumana, pareho lang din yung effect niya, di ba? And then number seven, I like this. It says, find ways to connect with your market. In other words, ride with the trend.
Yes.
Yes.
Miss Susan, may kaka-BTS promotion kami.
Ah, sige. We'll
Yeah.
tandem. We can tandem.
Oo nga.
Okay, so I know that you guys, both of you, are part of a networking organization. So I want to touch on that. Um, is being part of a networking organization actually helpful in your business, especially considering it's a a business born during the pandemic? And how is it helpful to you, if so?
Mhm. Okay. Ah, ako na ba?
Gonna
Ako.
go.
Go,
Okay,
Trisha.
ako.
Uh, sige, go again. Go ahead.
Okay, sige, I'll go first. Yes, definitely. Kasi 'di ba, ako parang startup in a way, startup kami, 'di ba? So having this network organization, parang sila yung naging promoters ko. I have my Facebook ads, yes, pero I have an additional group of promoters and marketers. So, when it comes to pwede sabihin ko, pwede paki-share. So, lahat sila, share, 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 ganyan. So, kasi kung marami nag-share, di ba, mas malaki yung reach. So, yeah. So, very helpful na, yeah, sobrang nakatulong siya sa amin, yung, yeah, with Koreano talaga. So, yeah, there. Mhm.
Okay. How about you?
Same with Miss Trisha. The networking is important. So, you have an additional marketing arm that's working for
Mhm.
you. By the same token, you're also helping their businesses. So it's a symbiotic relationship. Both it's a mutually beneficial relationship. But for me, in addition to what Ms. Tricia said, that you have a network of marketers working for you, it's also getting encouragement, because these are difficult times, and there are businesses that are doing well. There are some that aren't doing so well. So you drive, you get that. And the group that I belong to is a very positively driven group, and I feed off that energy. So I look for, the meetings are really early in the morning, but I look forward to those meetings, because then you find out how they're doing. And then by the same token, you just to be around like-minded people who are there to help each other, and to feed off each other's positive energy. I think that's very important, because
Exactly. Exactly, Miss
because running
Susan.
it's actually easier to be an employee, because you know that you're going to have your paycheck 15:30 of the month. It's going to come,
Yeah.
whatever happens. But in business, you take a risk, you take a chance, and you're going to get the door slammed in your face many times. So it takes, they have that support group that they know exactly what you're going through when a deal doesn't fall through, or some, an order goes away, whatever. There's a group that understands what you're going through. And I think that's important for a business, to have a businesswoman, especially mga small businesses, that
Mhm.
we rely on each other for support. So yeah.
Yes, yes, that's true. Mm.
Well said. That's so beautiful, Miss Susan. Okay, wait. I think we have some viewers here. We have questions. We have questions here. Okay. So one question here is from Kurt. Question is, what can you advise those who don't join campaigns like 10, 10, or 11, 11 to grow more sales? Maybe they find the discounts not profitable, or they're just simply busy. Okay. So, okay, we're advising the business owner or the buyer. What can
I
you
think it's
advise
the it's
those
I
who
think
don't?
it's the business. I think it's the business.
The business owners who
The
don't,
business.
yeah, who don't join
Okay.
campaigns, 10 or 11 to grow more sales.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
So, what would be your advice?
You know,
Super busy.
it's tough, especially now when with social media, all you see out there is 10, 10, 11, 11, and
Okay.
with the way things are going, people are just pinching, pennies and trying to hold on to every peso that they can. So it's hard not to be joining promos. However, if you believe in the product, I really believe in a person's passion. If that product is something you completely totally believe in, you just get it out there and sell it sell it to others as you would sell it to yourself, how it was sold to you. That's why I go
Right.
back to that. I always go back to that. How did I start with oiling? How Why did I fall in love with oil? I go back to that. And as long as you believe in your product, at some point eventually people will catch on to your passion. That's my take on that. But it's hard not to be part of the discounting
Yeah.
craze going
Yes,
on,
yes,
because
yes.
Crazy.
people are looking to where they can save money. And I
Right.
think back
Mhm.
why that promo of ours, yung five buy five for and get one free six. You buy five, that's how much each. That's quite a lot of money also. So people are now downsizing it. They're buying less amounts because the economy is hard right now. it's
Right.
it's tough.
Mhm. So yeah, same with Miss Susan. Tsaka what I've mentioned earlier, consumers are asking for it. So monthly, they
Mm,
ask you, "What's your promo now?" Eh kung wala
Right.
kang mabigay, parang yeah, they would go for another store na may promo, parang ganon. So
right.
sayang din. And pero if you feel like you're too busy to create promotions, why not go to Facebook ad na lang? Kasi it's easy to create a Facebook ad. Pero at the
Mhm.
same time, yung Facebook ad na yung gagalaw for you. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to make a promotion sa Facebook ad. You can just promote your brand or promote your
Right.
store.
Right.
So at
Right.
least
Get your
gumagalaw
name
si
out
Facebook.
there. Yeah.
Yes, gumagalaw si Facebook. It's so easy to create an ad that it will only take you 10 minutes probably. Yeah, 10 to 15 ganon. Pero at least you're just sitting there, Facebook is doing the work for you. So, yun. And then, if not pa rin, you can reach out to your peers or if you have your own
Mm-mm.
organization. Di ba?
Yeah.
Libre lang. Libre mag-promote. You don't have to pay them. Pero they will work for you. So,
Right.
yeah. So, there.
Wonderful answers. And I think there's
Mm-hmm.
another follow-up question here, which is actually perfect. No, the question is from Kenneth. What percentage from your sales do you think that your networking group you mentioned have contributed? Ah, that's a good question.
Mm,
I want to answer that,
that's a good
but
question.
I am not. I'm the host. I'm not the guest. Okay. So how much?
Grabe naman.
How much of your yeah, in terms of your business? Of course, we're not talking amounts here. Like in terms, like
Mhm.
in a whole
Mm-mm.
pie, how much percentage came from being part of a networking organization?
Uh, I've only been part of the group for a month, a little bit, yeah, a month, just over a
Yeah.
month.
Yes.
But I cannot say in terms of percentage. I mean, you're putting me on the spot. I don't have the
Yeah.
stats in front of me.
Yes.
But I can honestly say that there have been pretty good leads that have come from the network.
Okay.
Gosh, in this month, gosh, it's hard. It's a question that has a no because I don't have the numbers. I don't have the numbers.
Okay.
Again,
But you would say that it's a
I don't have the
safe to
numbers.
say.
Yeah,
I mean, you're safe to
it
say that
helps
you have received quality referrals
absolutely.
in
Yeah.
your
Yes.
business
And
from
then
your business.
of course that will obviously just go forward. This person referred another person,
Right.
like this. Yeah. So it's really a matter of giving it time. It
Right.
doesn't happen. It's not gonna happen right away. They need
Right.
to know what they're marketing to begin with. So I can't
Right.
just say, yes, go sell my oil. I mean, it's not gonna work like that. They need to know me. They need to know what I'm all about, what my oil is all about. So you gotta give it time. But I'm very happy and
Okay.
thankful. Yeah.
How about you,
Well,
Tricia?
siguro when it comes to Koreano, and this org knows naman na siguro, especially this month, kasi di ba you have to be creative nga, di ba? So we
Yeah.
released these gift boxes. Don't sell, some of these we don't sell sa Shopee. Kasi limited lang yung pwedeng i-sell sa Shopee. Pero since we released these gift boxes, medyo, mga 6 types of gift boxes. We have the marinade set, we have the soju gift box, blah, 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 ganyan. And it's holiday season.
Mm-mm.
Sobrang nakatulong siya. Like, sobrang malaki yung sales from that org. Kasi since most are, ano, maraming business owners and then maraming, syempre bibigay mo sa family, sa friends, ganyan.
Right. Right.
Ang dami. As in, ang dami namin pinapack na gift boxes ngayon. Sobrang
Okay.
nakatulong siya. Like, ito yung mas malaking sales to ngayon rather than
Okay.
coming from Shopee. So,
Okay.
yes, sobrang
Okay.
thankful. Sobrang
Okay.
thankful kami. Yes.
So you would say, okay, we can't put a number for Trisha, but you would say that
Yes.
it's actually right now at this point, it's more
It's
than from the shop
bigger. Yeah.
right
Bigger
now.
percentage from
Yeah.
this than our Shopee sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's good
Mhm.
news.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, so to all our viewers, did you enjoy, picking on the brains of these two wonderful ladies? I really put them on the spot. So if you want to meet or surround yourself with more positive and supportive business owners like these beautiful ladies, of course, you can connect with them by messaging us on our Facebook page because we all meet on Wednesday mornings via a Zoom meeting. So we can send you an invitation to be invited and you can receive business referrals or grow your business as well. So we are at the end part of our show. So please remember to like our Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you have any topics or ideas, business features you want to be done, just let us know. So we are last 2 minutes. This is the part where I have fun with you guys because I
Tapos
do a little
na?
bit. Yeah, I do what we call a fast talk. So I'm gonna give you
Fast
two
talk.
options. Yes, fast talk. You're gonna answer. Okay, you're
May
gonna answer.
ganito?
Yes, okay. So the fast
Ano
talk you have
ito?
to answer. Okay, although meron ako isang question kasi na hindi siya yung two choices. You really have to answer it, but I'll put it there at the last. I'll put it as the very first question. Okay, but after that, two options, you give one option. You answer at the same time. So first question, are you ready? If
Mhm.
you can only choose only one product to sell in all of your list of products to sell, what would it be? Just one.
Just one. The OG.
The OG, or
It's the
what does
original.
OG stand for? The
The
original,
original blend. It's the
the original
original blend.
blend.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the original blend. Okay, how about you, Trisha?
Or seaweed? Seaweed? Kasi ang dami. Do I have to,
Yes,
ano ba?
no, it's
Do
okay.
I have to
Without
explain
seaweed.
why?
No, no more. Okay, so
Ano?
seaweed.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, here goes to our question. So you only pick one, ha? All of my questions are, a mix of relating to promotions and just for fun. Okay. Live video or recorded video? Live or recorded?
Recorded.
Trisha, live or recorded?
Ah, um, record. Okay na
Trisha,
live
go.
kasi it's more real.
Okay,
Real, pero
yes.
kabado ako, kabado. Pero okay na
Kabado,
live, I
okay,
guess.
yes.
Yeah.
Feeling ko gano'n din sa sagot ni Susan kaya recorded. Okay,
Yeah.
next question. Photos or videos?
For promos.
Or promotion?
Kasama kami sa
Mm.
video, hindi.
Yun talaga yung factor dun kung kasama ka sa video or not. Photos or
Um,
videos? Come on.
I think I would like video promotion, but it's
More.
it's
Okay.
it's a little bit more challenging to get people to do it. But yeah, video is
Okay, yes. Trisha,
For me, photos.
photos. Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Next. Pinterest or Instagram?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Friends or mentors?
And in what
Friends.
context?
Mentors.
Friends.
Friends?
Okay,
Friends.
friends, friends.
Friends
Okay,
or mentors?
friends.
Hirap naman.
Okay.
Friends.
Friends? Okay, all right. So would you rather promote through paid social media or organic?
Organic.
Mm,
Trisha?
paid.
Paid. Okay. All right. And my last question. BTS or Blackpink?
Oh my
BTS.
God. BTS na rin. BTS kasi we carry BTS coffee. Oh my God.
Okay, and BTS wins tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So again, my name is Janae Rabbit. Thank you for watching Supreme TV Confessions of a Business Owner, where we like to keep things real so your business can be supreme. We'll see you again
Thank
next
you, Miss
week.
Janae. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Bye, Miss Trish.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.